The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, Lara Croft kills off yet another soon-to-be big actor.
Shall we play?
I don't think that happened. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, where we argue whether or not she actually killed Daniel Craig in the first movie.
Well, she didn't kill him, but being around her gets you killed.
He got killed, but then he came back to life.
She turned back time and brought him back.
Yeah, Superman.
Didn't she accidentally kill him?
No,
he got thrown
the
into
other
the
guy
water.
was throwing the knife.
Yeah, and she dodged.
He got thrown into the machine water, and
then he was
How
like,
many times did he fucking die?
He got shot. He got hit by the knife, and through the stabbing, fell into the water.
Also, I'd like to say
but
back-to-back,
was still alive, and then hit the gears.
they have to have a
And
Game of
should have said, "This is really grinding my gears."
They have to have a Game of Thrones character in each one of these movies. Because in the last one we have Jorah Mormont,
Right.
and then this time we have
because
Mance Rayder.
Oh yeah, that's the
true.
main bad guys too.
To be fair, there's only about 40 British actors, so there's gonna be some overlap in
The
pretty
British
much
Acting
everything.
Guild.
I think that guy's in quite a few
He's
movies,
actually-
too.
he's in a lot of
he's
shit.
not like just only Game of Thrones.
That's where I know him from, though. So that's all that counts.
All right, fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we all watched it together tonight, so we will be reviewing out of order, it turns out.
I'm
Lara
sorry.
Croft, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life.
I said, hey, let's just go get Resident Evil and just do that instead. And then they didn't want to take the time to do that tonight.
No,
apparently.
it's almost 10. Fuck you.
Well, Schweiss and Caleb over here both are used to staying up this late, so.
Yeah,
true.
I usually don't get off work for another 8 hours, so
Yeah, but Schweiss wants to record UFF at 9.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm going to do for it, but I do want to record it at 9.
Got some thinking to do there, Schweiss.
There you go. He's got to use that Resident Evil time for thinking.
That's right.
It's good shit. What has everyone been playing?
This week, all I've been playing is Digimon, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, and
Fucking asshole.
played some Dragon Ball Fighters, and I downloaded one of the new free plus games this month, Knack, and I tried playing it, and it is fucking brutal.
So you don't
have a knack for it?
I don't have a knack for it, no. Like, every enemy can, one-shot you. It's sick.
You should
All
just
you
see
need
the
to do
No
looks.
fucking children's platformer should be able to destroy you as quickly. I have so many deaths in that game just from playing it for 2 hours that I am actually ashamed of myself.
We're ashamed for
that never happens. You are beyond shame.
I know.
Yeah, I was just to say, of all the things to be ashamed about, Craig, and this is it.
Is this
I
the
know,
one you picked?
It's sick.
Out of everything in your life that you've done, everything you are.
All those deaths, dude. It's wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that all you played?
And some Monster Hunter World.
Nice.
I did play
Some?
a couple hours. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess if you're done, this week I set up a GameFly account because I didn't want to pay $60 for a Digimon game, and so
Good call.
I'm doing the free trial too, so I could just cancel my free trial after I play this game and send him back the game, and just cancel it and not have to pay a dime for renting Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
Well, that's pretty morally corrupt.
No, hey, the 30-day trial period, the game did not please me, so I decided to end my free trial.
You're already saying that.
I'm just saying. maybe.
Cameron doesn't play games outside of what's required of him usually, so.
No. I think
true.
that this is going to be a better way to play more games and then to not have to buy the games that we play constantly. I think that might, in the long run, be a better financial decision. But let's see. Other than that, I really only played Monster Hunter World.
I'm gonna confirm that is a better decision. You don't need to buy this fucking game.
Yeah, so
I will confirm, and it has nothing to do with Digimon, dude. If the game, like I was hoping for, was like fun, within I'll give it an hour of time to like get really into the game, to start the game.
Those first 2 hours were going to be brutal.
Oh yeah, not just the first
He's-
4
he's- yeah,
hours.
he's 4 hours.
4.5 hours into the game. So
Maybe it was 10 hours.
yeah,
4, 10, 2.
Maybe it was
Who fucking
50,
knows?
Maybe it was 55.
So with Monster Hunter World, I have about, I think, just shy of 50 hours in it so far.
Wait, 50?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
and I think,
Cameron.
and then
He's
we're,
been playing it every goddamn day.
and then I think we're just a little bit further than halfway through the game as well. And it's not
And
because
remember,
the
he
story
wanted
is long.
you two to play this game.
But it's not because the story
you.
is long. It's because the amount of grinding you need to do in order to basically get gear good enough to do the next thing.
You know what would be fun, Caleb? Playing a game with all of us. You know what's not fun?
You
Playing
know
a
what?
Digimon
You know
game.
what? Joe's biggest problem is the fucking time factor.
It really
If it was a 6-hour Digimon game, he would be okay.
yeah, I would.
But it's
I would
not.
sit down.
Yeah,
and beat
well,
it the
Caleb,
day
that's
before
like
we had to review it.
that's like faulting someone for only wanting 10 of their nails on their body
Dude.
to be ripped off instead of all 20. It's like you'd be fine if it was one hand worth of fingernails, but since it's 2, you're bitching.
It's fucking.
You're bitching.
There's a difference, twice between 100
There.
hours and 50.
There it is.
Okay, here's what some ideas in the chat as I was streaming this game today. I had the idea of because there's no type of game that you seem to have a problem with except for sports games, but sports games are short. Sports games aren't going to be enough. And it's mostly because you're not interested in sports. I think that's
not
really
enough
what
pain,
it is.
yeah.
Sports games are
Some
not.
sports games are all right, like
Yeah,
NBA
that's
Jam.
the problem. I can't find a fucking type of game that I know will
I
just
am
be
untouchable.
hell on earth for you.
I've already experienced
So,
it. I played
the only
Parasite
thing
Eve
I
2,
can think of.
Bounty Hunter, and Alone in the Dark.
You
A
guys
New
have the
Nightmare.
trifecta,
The
the holy
only
trinity
thing
of
I could
shit.
think of was making you somehow play Final Fantasy XI to credits.
Can't do fucking MMOs.
I was thinking the one I came up with was 1v1s versus
Yeah,
me
how
and Age of
many
Empires
hours
for
it
like
takes.
all you need to do is find
For
a
like
game
30
that's
hours.
slightly glitchy and then have him play it because you know he's going to find all of them.
I was saying
God,
Superman
man,
64.
I do. Like Superman 64, I have honestly played, and that's why I know it's fucking unplayable.
because the master of games has played it.
I have found everything wrong with it within 5 seconds because I am the sheaf master, and everything is like
don't know what that
congregating to
means.
me.
Is there even a story
remember
in that,
the-
or does
the-
it
the
just start
sheaf?
out with the rings?
The
Like,
sheaf is basically, it's like all the bad shit that games can possibly have, and I am its magnet.
Caleb has been screaming glitch and bullshit since the day he was born.
Yeah, and I remind
is
you
one.
of that. I remind you of the
like
time
Glitch in
that
the
I got
Matrix.
killed 20 times consecutively by the same guy in Black Ops.
I watched it again. It was not the same guy. 16 of them were the same guy. And it was like the guy just came. Caleb was there. Caleb spawned again. The guy was right there. He just kept, and Caleb just got higher and higher
Oh
pitched
my-
the whole time. He's like,
Oh no!
It was literally
Everyone-
on spawn every time.
it was the whole clan, and we were crying with laughter. Like, it was insane. The guy just kept fucking dying.
I know the game. I know the game series. Spec Ops on the PS1. Spec Ops Covert Assault, the worst controls on a third-person shooter I have ever come across in my life.
You have not played Parasite Eve 2.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. Spec Ops Covert Assault, I think maybe making a. Well, here's the thing. I'm not mad at anybody else but you, Craig. I'm not
Hey,
mad
you know what?
at
You know what it
anybody
is?
else.
You know what? So every time that Joe has a game that he has the ability to vote upon, he's just like, you know what, guys?
have the
You know what,
ability to
guys? I'm going to just do this one game series, and then we're just going to continuously do it. He did it with Diablo, and he did it with Fable.
Right.
And you know what?
It's
Fuck him. No, because you're planning on doing it with Metal Gear Solid as well. So you know what? It's time. It's time that
Would you
play,
say Metal Gear Solid
that we
2?
break the mold for you, Joe. You need to open your horizons a little more and play games that you haven't already played before.
I love how you pointed out that Cameron's put 50 hours into a fun game, and you're like, see, and he wanted you to play that. What an asshole. What an asshole.
Exactly.
I'm a mercy.
He said it's only halfway.
And let me tell you, those 50 hours
halfway.
have been going by so fast.
It's true. It is pretty fun.
I've enjoyed it.
Fuck everyone who fucking voted on Digimon. Go fuck yourself.
That right there is exactly why I got voted.
Craig.
It's also why you're voting
I
most
told you
expensive.
only a couple more times that you doing this. I'm fucking quitting this show. I'm not fucking putting these hours into these goddamn pieces of shit.
It's the only Digimon that I was going to nominate. It was only because
This is the second Digimon you've nominated.
well, it's the first one that actually went through, so it's good. It's fine. And you wouldn't have played the last one had it won.
What have you been
So
playing?
it doesn't matter.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2. I'm about 12 hours into that now. No. 10 and a half.
You're behind.
And yeah, and I just barely started doing abilities and stuff, so I'm kind of behind. And Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
Nice.
Just a little game.
Just this little PS1 game that they ported to PS4. Yeah, it's
You guys should honestly
loading
be
time is pretty
you
fast.
should honestly be thanking me that I didn't make you play Digimon World.
Remember how confused we were when
You
he...
should be thanking me I didn't rape you.
Remember how confused we were when he
should
said it was
thank me.
released on the
Yeah,
PS
you
Vita?
should.
Instead, I assaulted you in other ways.
yeah.
Remember how amazed when he
But
said,
I
"Yeah,
could've
it was
done the
released
other
on the PS Vita," and they're like, "What is it, like a dumbed down version?" No, it's the full game, and that should have let us know.
Yeah, and Caleb was like, he was justifying it as if I give a digifuck that it was supposed to be on the Vita.
You're bagging on it for looking terrible. I'm like, dude, it's a game that's meant to look like an anime on a PS Vita that got ported to the PS4.
Then don't port it to the PS4. Update it. Make it
You
cheaper.
know what they should have done is just kept it at the
Manage
PS Vita.
it.
price.
Ported it, and it's $60 new. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, they should have just kept it at the $40.
I'm offended that you had to pay $60 for this game, Caleb.
I didn't pay $60.
I'm mad that you paid anything for it.
Well, you still owe me $30
They
for
should
it.
have been giving copies out. Hey, I
So-
said... Oh, shit. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. Within 3 weeks, and I gave it to you a week
I remember
later.
that.
I'm not giving you
actually.
$30.
Yeah,
You said $30.
No,
it was
no,
in
no.
the chat.
We can listen
All
to this.
4 of us know it.
Well,
I actually
And I
remember
gave
that.
it to you
And I
a
think
week
all-
afterwards.
I think all 4 of us know I only said 30 because
All
I thought
4
it
of
was
us?
60. I'm not paying half of MSRP.
Oh, it would be more than half.
That's not a...
You promised me $30, Schweiss. You're going to pay more for that game than I did.
You can't just throw a 30% after you've already said 30.
I'll pay half of what you paid.
You're paying me $30.
We'll see about that. If I pay you 30, I'm breaking the disc in half.
Why did you say you didn't pay $60?
I don't care, Schweiss. You're paying more for it than I did.
You don't care that if I break it?
No, I don't.
I guess it will be more
would
my game
yeah, it
than
would
yours.
Be more your game.
I love it. You've been swindled. You've been had.
So, what is your opinion on Digimon? What is your Digi opinion on Digimon?
So far, I kind of digi-hate it. The story is really painful, and it's full of anime tropes that are just disgusting, and it's just... And it's not amusing, and it's all a waste of time. Like, there's just wall-to-wall dialogue, and it really doesn't mean anything. It's not like Metal Gear Solid, where it has hours of cutscenes, but it all is relevant, and it all matters, and every single thing means something. In Digimon, nothing means anything, and there's still wall-to-wall cutscenes, and she's typing on a fucking whale, and she swings it at you, and I'm like, this is disgusting.
This is true.
This is awful. Like, what the fuck am I actually watching? What am I doing with my day? What am I doing with my morning?
The undercover detective who is a stripper. As far as I can tell.
The fact
Undercover. Don't want anybody seeing me. Don't want anybody like recognizing this. I'm gonna be a stripper.
nobody sees me naked. So.
No one sees this. No one.
Wait,
will turn heads.
wait. And this is a child too, right?
No,
I don't
Okay.
they're all
so.
adults playing with Digimon. That's what it is.
Redigimon.
And the thing.
Because Digimon's all about these kids with their Digimon, right? Is this them all?
No,
grown
the
up?
only two like teenagers in the game are Erica and your character.
The thing that really pisses me off, though, more than anything else, is the fact that like there's this. It's kind of like the theme in Kingsglaive, the like don't take pain pills when you're in immense and like
When your legs get
yeah,
liquefied.
when your leg gets crushed by a 50-ton boulder, it's bad to take pain pills. This game does that with Digimon. Like it's bad to harvest and sell Digimon on the market. I'm like, they're lines of code. Like, are you fucking serious here? Like,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is their visual representation of programs.
like it's not like
what?
It's the protecting the treatment of your bitcoins as you're mining them. You gotta protect your bitcoins, man.
And it's not like a situation like Westworld where the robots start to things start to become sentient. I just kind of spoiled the show, but it's nothing like that because they're not humans. They're only in this imaginary world. They're not brought into the physical realm, and then thus can become sentient in their own
But
weird,
there's the Digimon world.
not true sentience way.
Yeah, there's the Digi world.
Fuck that!
is a
It's a
Digi
VR
world.
headset garbage planet.
Digital world. It
and
exists.
and it's
where they live.
it's fucking what is that book, the fucking book that Wall-E is based on,
I don't fucking know.
where like people are super fat and they just live in their like virtual worlds and the government runs everything. It's all crazy.
Matrix?
No, it's not the Matrix. Shit, I can't remember what it was. It's like a Orson Welles book. Read it forever ago.
Orson Welles?
Or not, maybe not Orson Welles. No, Orson Welles is the director, isn't he? The other Welles guy. Like, is it the movie?
Guy to Syndicate.
Yeah, no, but it's basically that where like they're just becoming this world is becoming their reality, and like the side quests and all the shit kind of like dives into that where like everyone's like, yeah, this is the real world. I'm like, there's a side quest where a guy's like, my girlfriend logged off, like she disappeared from the Digi realm, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She logged off and probably masturbated because you can't do anything for her because you're in your fucking Digi world playing with her code. Fuck you. Go find her in the real world and ask the bitch why she logged off. Why are you sending me? And like she's trapped, she's like stuck, and I'm like, just log out. Just log out.
Make a new profile.
Make a new account. You're clearly not leveled enough to be in the zone, so it doesn't matter. So get the fuck out of here, make a new avatar, and start over. And find your boyfriend. He's clingy. It's ridiculous.
It is so dumb.
God.
On top of, wall-to-wall text for those 4.5 hours, by the way. And the battles, maybe they get harder later. I don't
They
know.
do. Some of them.
Okay. Some of them get harder
The boss
later.
fights can get really disturbing.
What boss fights?
So right now, it is the X button-a-thon. Not only is it the X button-a-thon during the cutscenes, which aren't even cutscenes, they're the Tales of Zestiria where they just stand there and they talk. All of them are like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. And they just go.
And
they
you know
just
what?
go forever. They don't say anything, or they don't say anything of substance. They just take forever.
Isn't it amazing how much
Wall
better
to wall.
Zestiria is, and it does some of the same shits?
But
Like, it's
Zestiria
still
has
fun.
interesting characters.
And fun gameplay that's not
Fun
just
gameplay?
standard RPG.
And you know what? It looks better, Craig. It looks better.
Wasn't that a Vita game too?
That was a game that was
No.
supposed to
Oh,
look
okay.
like an anime as well, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
This game looks and plays like Final Fantasy X, and it has been almost 15 years.
Yep.
Okay.
It's pretty fast. That's someone nice.
It
positive thing I
a
can
good
say.
loading time is great.
Oh, that and like the battles are fucking fast.
Yeah. You mean the I press the option button and it wins it for me?
yeah,
battle?
that is very fast. Yes.
So, Craig, not only did you just nominate a game to piss me off, it was also not like, oh, he's going to learn his lesson and love Digimon after this. It was a fuck you, this game sucks, and I'm going to nominate it.
You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. I don't want to. You don't want to turn him.
You know, the sad thing is he
wanna
knew it was
wreck
shit,
him.
and he was planning on playing it anyway.
He pre-ordered it.
Why
Of course he was
did
planning
you
on.
want to play this game?
It's like Cameron with Bounty Hunter. He bought it. He bought the first game. Craig bought
I
Digimon
had a
Cyber
copy of Bounty
Sleuths.
Hunter, too.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, back in the day, it was just nostalgia. You know,
It was nostalgia to have on your shelf. You never touched it.
Never
Well,
played
Bounty
it
Hunter
was
back
always
then.
like, hey, you know, someday I tried this
I
as a
wanna
kid.
play Boba,
I
yeah.
couldn't play it as a kid,
Or
but I'm going to
Jago,
try it
sorry.
when I can play games. And I found out why I couldn't beat it as a kid. So
Why, Craig? Why?
To punish all of you.
No, that's bullshit.
Is this revenge for Cameron?
You wanted to play this game. You legit nominated Cyber Slut. So
Yeah.
now why are we getting Cyber Slut's sequel?
I think what happened is Caleb.
Did you like Cyber Slut?
It is better than this one, yeah.
Fuck off.
I think Caleb wanted. This is a deep-seated plan to avenge himself for Cameron and Bounty Hunter. And the only way he could do it was
that
using
is part
Joe
of
as his
it.
instrument.
It's part of it, but also because of Parasite Eve 2, and I kind of blame Joe for Alone in the Dark. And because he weaseled out of the last Digimon thing.
Fuck you and your weasel
And
argument.
because I knew I could tolerate this game more than you guys. So it
Yeah,
hurts
because
me
you're-
less than
you
what
operate
than
on
you
like
guys.
30% capacity at every.
it's
at
pure
all
out of
times.
control.
And it's like the same thing that that
I would
Schweiss
take
had with
examples of it
Parasite
every
Eve
day
2.
to build an immunity.
Like, the pain that you guys are going through is pure entertainment for me.
Fuck you.
I don't think it is. It's just gross. That's what I think.
It's pure entertainment.
It's just like it's the undercarriage shot in pornography. It's not good. It's not good for anyone. It's not flattering. It just looks like a mess.
It looks like
It's
balls.
all the ugly parts of human being smushed together
and Caleb can tolerate that better than
framed
the
by
rest of
a
us.
hairy man.
Yeah, I can.
I think he can. Yeah, that's his
Oh,
favorite angle because he knows we can't handle it. That's why he chooses
Yeah.
carriage
This one has a
cam.
lot. Yeah, the carriage compilation.
Yeah. Can I just get nothing but carriage?
I bet that exists. I have never seen it, but I bet that exists.
Oh, God.
Undercarriage compilation.
Oh my god.
Carriage shot.
You've been looking up some certain things there, Cam?
No.
Cameron's like, it's real. It's real.
There
was a
confirm.
phase. There was a phase about a week ago.
Oh my god.
Secretly, Joe's known about it all along.
Oh. Oh my god. All right. So yeah, I've been playing that as well. And I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, which is a much better game
By
than
comparison,
Digimon.
Digimon.
Yeah, and I was like, God, I just want to play more of this and not this. That's what I said to
But
myself
see,
this morning.
we have all
Think
this
about
time
how much
left,
easier it gets,
and you can
for
spread it out a little bit every
Tactics
day. You don't
events,
have to
too.
take it in such large doses at the end of the week. Just spread it out.
I'm just trying a new schedule.
Spread
That's
out the
all.
pain. That's all you got to do. A little bit of pain over time doesn't hurt as much as a lot of pain right away.
But you get it out.
But
of
you
the
get
way
it over with. Yeah.
Well, not when you wait a fucking week to play
Either-
10 hours
either
to
you
wait
s-
another fucking week to
Either
play
you
10
suffer
hours.
for the entire
So
week.
by that reasoning, you should
Only-
be starting tomorrow
Craig,
and not finishing until
how
you're
many
done.
of those hours were done in farming Digimon,
What do you mean?
which is something is extra and you don't need to do?
I haven't done anything extra.
I thought in the chat you said, I like farming Digimon.
No, I put them in the farm so that they could get stronger. That's what I said. Because they level up when they're not in your party.
I just can't believe that these guys are going to fucking chat in a window for 10 hours, for 55 hours.
Joe, I don't think you understand. All of those hours are not side quest. I did nothing extra.
I'm fucking skipping dialogue, dude. This is too much. Oh, Cameron, there is no English option, so you can't just
Yeah,
turn off
it
your
is
brain and
pure
look away from the
Japanese.
television. It's all in Japanese subtitles. So not only is it wall-to-wall bullshit, it's also subtitled, and you have to read it. You have to read it, Cameron.
It's going to cut to me like an hour or so into it, and like, I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it.
Oh my god, dude. I just so wanted this game to be good so that I could just be like, well, Digimon is stupid, but the game was fun. It's 4.5 hours in, and it does not look like that's going to be the case.
Well, it just might
And
just
you're
be a
nodding
JRPG thing.
knowingly, Craig. You're nodding
Because
knowingly.
I know
You are
everything.
one of the 12 fuckers who bought this fucker.
Dude, there are 23% of people who
There are
beat the
23%
game.
of fuckers out there.
I don't know how many people own it, but 23% beat it.
That's a lot of percentage for beating us such a long. So these people were in. These people were in to
Yeah.
beat this game.
Yeah.
Are we those 4 and you're the 1/4? Craig,
Could be.
are you the 23%?
That begs the question.
Someone else bought an eighth of a disc.
What about places like, what about places like GameFly? GameFly buys the discs, but then several people can rent them out and beat it. So that would, I guess, fluff the numbers a little bit.
Yeah. There's a lot of fluffing going on with this game.
No, it's probably just the amount of people who've
A
downloaded
lot
it
of
to their
fluffy
PlayStation versus
people
how many have
buying
beaten
the
it.
fucking game. And fucking fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, I told you GameFly had just like Game.
I am going to Digitalk like Digi this all Digi review. Do you understand me?
Did you get it?
Is that a question?
No, it was a statement.
Well, we all know what everyone has been playing, but did anybody beat a game? Asshole. Go ahead.
I beat Digimon.
Yeah, but you did, you fuck.
I did. I beat
Just
it.
had to whip out that Digidong, didn't you?
Digimon.
And I got $30 out of it.
Fuck you.
You're the only one who's paid for it at this point, too. You played well over market value.
Yeah, because the market value is 0.
Damn it, dude. There's no one who bought it to resell it, by the way. No used copies available.
You know, you'd be, you'd think
I would
someone
be surprised.
Yeah,
You were about to say you would be surprised?
I
Yes.
know, but
Yes, I would
but
be.
I meant like people buy it, it's terrible, they return it.
Right.
So everyone who bought it kept it.
I asked GameStop and they said they didn't.
So
there were
everyone-
no stores.
everyone who
no
bought it-
stores that used copy. Great.
So everyone who bought it liked it enough to keep it.
$5.
Are you gonna give it away, or are you gonna like blast
I'm gonna give it away,
Okay.
and someone has to have it, dude. I want someone who wants it to have it. Please have it. Let it go to a good home. Let my $60-something not just have been
Toss into the wind.
tossed into the wind.
The windy mon.
The Digiwind.
Did you win?
Digiwind. Cameron
I did not beat a game.
Schweiss.
No, not me this time.
Neither me. So, Schweiss is still in first place at 5 games beaten. And I'm having a stroke. 5 games beaten this year. Caleb Craig is at 4 games now, and me and Cameron are in last place, tied for third with 3. So, congrats to us. Do we have a question?
Well, real quick. Oh, I think we have a one that's for this week because it's like Valentine's one. Make sure you find that. It's from Pixel. We got to do it. It's fucking great.
Ask your first question.
He told me to
first.
now. Okay, yeah, we could do that.
Give you some time.
Because this movie, honestly, spoilers, not as bad as some of the others, so we might not bitch about it quite as long. So we could
Where
totally
did
do
he
two.
ask it? Because it is not in here.
He said he was going to do it. I can just tell you what it is if he didn't, because he told me what he was going to ask us.
Did he send it to you on?
No, he
like,
said it
Twitter or
on
something?
Twitch.
I haven't seen it on forum.
If it's not on the forums, I'm going to ask it for him anyway, because we're doing it early, so that would suck for him to like miss out.
Yeah.
It's okay though. Just do your question, and I'll do his. I know exactly what it is.
Oh, he was probably
I don't
going
like
to do
that
one of
sound
those
in your
questionnaires that he was.
It
gonna
was
do.
it was a marry, kill, fuck.
Yeah, I know. He puts those at the end, but he usually does a questionnaire
Well,
too.
fuck the rest. He was too late.
I guess we can do it next week. Okay, so the question is E3 2018 from Black Mage Justin. He says, "Hey guys, I know last year's E3 show was a mess. I really think you guys should attempt
Fuck
another
you.
E3 show this year."
How about you do a goddamn podcast? Go fuck yourself. Do it weekly too, you asshole.
I think
And they wonder why
He has
you're
a
the
show.
most effective.
Wait, who is this?
Black
Black
Mage
Mage
Justin.
Does he have a show?
I think he has a. Is he the one that has an RPG show?
No, I think it's Hat, actually. They have the same icon on the forum.
That is confusing.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Says,
don't do that.
Have you put any thought into it? I know that it's still early in the year, but as my favorite gaming ranting podcast, I would love to hear you guys.
Have we put any thought into what?
Hear you guys
E3.
on it this
E3.
year for E3.
Well, we know what not to do, so.
Well, whoever's
Yeah,
turn it is
we'll,
gets to do an episode on it. Fuck that.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
Yeah,
I guess.
that person.
We should
will.
all watch E3. That's what we should do. It's our responsibility. Well, it's not like you're busy. Come on.
You got the most amount of time out of all of us.
Just
technically.
don't worry about Nintendo. I never worry about Nintendo. Just watch Ubisoft. Not that I care about Ubisoft that much, but
So you want me to just cover the ones that you're going to cover regardless?
no, watch Nintendo then. Watch the 7 hours. Because you know what Nintendo does? They show you a game and then they play the game for 6 hours. That's what Nintendo does. It's fucking stupid.
That's
it's stupid.
They do that a lot. But you could just go like Sony, Microsoft.
What you're supposed to do is
and Nintendo do like the main three.
yeah, like everybody else, you're supposed to just show a game, don't give a release date, and not release it for 2 years. That's what you're supposed to do at E3. Nintendo does the thing where like, oh, it's playable. Oh, by the way, it's coming out in a week.
You know how many times I've watched E3?
Never.
Just guess.
You really never watched
just did.
E3?
I've never watched E3, dude.
Yeah.
I watched it like 2 or 3 times.
I'm also
I like watch clips of E3.
I'm also not interested at all. So sorry.
Sounds like we'd really lose out on you leaving the show.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like we
Fuck
should.
you. Like we're an E3 coverage show.
Well, we are a gaming podcast,
I know the
and
next
it's the
Digimon
gaming
game to nominate
convention.
then.
I said every single game that had a fucking thing last year. We didn't miss. I think we missed one thing that people brought up. Come on.
We didn't know about most of those games. Though.
You're right.
Like a handful of games.
Well, a lot of
we
them
knew,
weren't
but
actually part of the thing.
We didn't
is
even
why.
talk about them. We just kind of were like, yeah, excited for it.
Okay. Well, guess who's in charge of E3 episode?
Someone else.
Not me. Even if it is my episode, I'm switching.
Yeah, we'll make sure E3 is not shitty. We should probably watch
Or
it.
we won't talk about E3. One of those things will happen.
We'll probably talk about it, though.
Okay. All right. Well, fine.
You had the other question?
Yeah, so Pixel, we've been giving them a lot of shit lately because his Kill, Marry, Fucks have been pretty trash.
edged.
Pixel edged, yes.
Okay, not Pixel from Livestream.
No, that Pixel doesn't Kill, Marry, Fuck us all the time. This one, though, this one is a Kill, Marry, Fuck based on the other Geekdom hosts. So Jake, Dylan, and Drew.
Oh my
Kill,
god.
Marry, Fuck. I have mine, and I have a joke one, and then I have a real one.
This is not okay.
But I think the joke one is going to be the real one.
Oh?
And someone was like, I think everyone's is going to be the same. Wasn't it you in the chat,
Yeah.
Greg? I know what yours is. I know what yours is.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to guess.
Yours
right
is
now.
kill Jake, because he doesn't count. Marry Dylan, because Dylan would be a good spouse. And fuck Drew, because why not? He's the only one left. That's I'm
Well,
like, that's what I think everyone's
out of the three, who's the only one who has experience raising a kid?
what does the kid matter? You can't impregnate these people.
No,
You can adopt, though.
It would be illegal to breed with Jake anyway.
you don't have to. You don't breed
You
with the
can't
man.
have sex with the...
With the
Simple.
mentally disabled. Yeah, that was the joke.
I didn't say it.
It's all right. I've said it before on Puff Puff Hour.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, woo. That is dark.
So that is what yours is, Craig?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Cameron, what about you?
oh my god, dude.
Okay, guys,
Two of these
we're
people
making
are
these
childhood
decisions. We're making these decisions.
Gotta
only
pick
thought about
between which
fucking
one
one
you
of them.
just
We're being forced into it. This does not reflect my opinion
known Dylan
about
since
you
fourth grade.
at all. But
Don't
It'll be-
seventh.
it'll be kill Jake to stop his obscene game / trophy hog that he's doing. marry Dylan for his car, and then fuck Drew.
I think fucking Drew. I don't think he'd talk about it. So like, you can kind of keep it quiet.
He'd hide it from Dylan.
I actually do think Drew might talk about it.
Oh, you think
Or
so?
he might like look at you knowingly, like nod and be like, "Yeah, you got a
I
your
don't-
dick's way bigger than mine." No reach around either. You just fuck him. No double down. You know.
Okay.
All right, Joe, you can go first, and then I'll go.
Here's the
Two
thing.
friends, one Jake.
Jake is obviously the one who's
Jake
gonna
is
die.
gonna be killed. Because
I can't fuck someone that I haven't been friends with for decades.
First off, the one I want to fuck the least, and also is the one between all three of those that does not stop talking. So I'm the one who has to be talking in this relationship. So I cannot have him fucking talking through me fucking him or through our marriage.
You finish A2 yet, Joe? Shut the fuck up, man. You're gonna get all those jobs, dude. Stop. Just stop talking.
So, all other reasons aside, that's a big reason why I am choosing to fucking kill Jake.
Okay.
So there's no question. He's dead. He's dead. Now, whether or not to fuck Drew or Dylan, this is...
I could see myself fucking either one.
This
if I had
is...
to. If I absolutely had to. I mean, it's like, this is, I don't know.
No, that's something you say before you say, I could see myself fucking either one of them.
Drew is a handsome fella, but I honestly do believe that he is a gentleman in the streets.
And then in the sheets.
And a freak in the sheets.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh God!
so he would like play with your balls. Is that what you're saying? Would that make it worse?
I'm saying that would make it worse. I'd rather like a quick, let's get this
You're
out
like,
of the
I
way.
enjoyed that way too much. I don't know how to feel.
You put a lot of thought into that one. You think
are-
about that. You're thinking about that, aren't you? Right now.
There are...
Would you like some tea?
There are things he
There
knows
are-
about Drew that we don't know.
There are things that I
Oh,
think I know
oh, Jesus Christ!
that I don't want to be
I
a
think
part
I
of.
know what you want to know too. Just by thinking about knowing what you think you know.
You don't know shit, by the way. But, so I'm going to go ahead and marry Drew.
Those things that he
He's
might
a
know.
freak. He's a
We're
freak
not-
in the sheets, you
Remember-
guys. That's why he's marrying him.
Guys,
You don't have to have sex.
you don't have to have sex.
But you
The
want
joke
to.
is that you don't ever have sex once you get married.
Yeah, you never have sex when you
You
get
have sex
married.
with
in
zero
these things.
women.
So I'm going to marry Drew because I believe we could both live in our separate bedrooms just fine and probably never have a problem. He's a pretty clean guy, as far as I can tell. He only really has a problem if he uses bathroom. Like, he's really weird about that. So like, that's the only part where we're really going to have issues, I think, between me and him. I don't know, but I think so. Me and Dylan, though, we go back. Me and Dylan go back, and I don't think we're gonna get along in the same place for a long period of time. So that's honestly why I have to fuck Dylan.
I just have to fuck
I
Dylan.
have to get the tension over with.
Between those two guys. And this is sad for the
wanted to
audience
fuck
members
you
because the
since fourth
audience
grade.
members have no fucking idea who we're talking about if they don't listen to every single one of our shows.
I just want to have. Let me tell you guys, and then just like time in between, and that is why I have to fuck.
That's
Dylan.
why I have to fuck
Just
Dylan.
wrap it up with that.
Is because I think me and Dylan will not get along for a long period of time. Because we'll be at odds with each other all the time. He fucking never shows up on time for fucking anything. That'll drive me fucking nuts. I will eat all the food in the fridge. I know that's something that Dylan has a fucking problem with.
Oh, I think that's everybody that has a fucking problem. Like, you guys are fine with it. But Dylan, he gets pissed.
No. So just sitting here with Schweiss, he'd open the fridge and go, "What the fuck, Joe? You're not even there."
God damn it.
So I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to fuck Dylan and marry Drew. That's what I think. Even though Drew would, I'm not gonna answer. Anyway.
All right, so mine. You all know I fucked Jake over really bad one time.
You fucked him, right?
So I can fuck him again. I'll fuck Jake.
You'll fuck Jake
Again.
No one will fuck Jake.
Well, I mean, I'll be that guy. I'm the gentleman here.
He just wants to put his hair in the ponytail so he can grab him.
Yeah. you remember the last time I fucked you?
No, women won't let me do this.
Yeah. You're a nasty little fucker, aren't you?
Too classy.
And Jake would never talk about it, so there's that. So no one would know.
No, he would talk.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's not a goddamn thing he won't talk about.
So I'd fuck him. I don't really want to kill. I don't want to kill Drew necessarily. Like, I have no animosity. The only thing about Drew that has ever really bothered me is the man bun thing. And I think it's a gross look. So I would have to kill.
He listens to the movie
I know.
reviews. This will be fun.
I know. I like. The thing is, though, is I like Drew. I like Drew, but I've spent more time with Jake, so I can't kill Jake. Like, I have to hold Nude Clan and Ultima over him, and like occasionally let him dip his fingers in it, but then like snatch it back away, you know. And I can't do that if he's dead. Drew doesn't fucking care, so gotta kill off Drew. Okay. Sorry, man.
All right.
And Dylan, I think Dylan would be probably the best one to live with. I would probably get along with Dylan just fine. I know he has some weird quirks and shit, but I don't know. I don't think we would have those problems necessarily, because I kind of just do my thing, and he would probably do his.
And Dylan would need all of his
Dylan
cheese.
likes things to be clean. He's gonna fucking kill you.
I'm not filthy. I'm just cluttery. It's just cluttered in here. That's all it is.
All right.
That must be why it smells like fucking.
Okay, there's something in there's something in the sink. There's something somewhere that is ass.
You're gonna get a text later this week from Drew saying, "What is it that you think you know but don't know?"
Well, and
What is this?
I'll tell him what I think Joe thinks he knows. But yeah,
I can't wait to see that group chat.
That's what I would choose.
Oh, we do have a group chat with all of them.
Yes,
I don't
Just
have
broach
any,
the topic there.
I don't have any animosity towards Drew though, and I do like going to concerts with him. So, but that's like the only time I've ever hung out with him. And Dylan, I've hung out with for Thrones for like the last 3-4 years, and then I was better at basketball than him for like 6 years, and then he finally got better. When we first started playing, I beat him.
Did you beat him?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that.
And I never played. It was I was beating him, and then like he shortly started like it was like 1-1, and then now he destroys me. Like, I just suck
Because he plays like every
Yeah, that's
week.
because he fucking plays and I don't. It's like Guitar Hero. Like
He was
no matter
pretty sick in high school at basketball.
no matter how long I go without playing Guitar Hero, I'm like as good. It's the same with basketball. I'm not very good, but I'm as good. No matter what I do.
it never declines.
Yeah. It's like a C- at all times.
I have a level of mediocrity that I always.
I love to maintain my consistent mediocrity is better than being off and on. You know what you're gonna get when you throw
I
me
guess
in.
that's true. I mean,
You're
No
gonna get
surprises
30
here.
You're gonna get 30% field goal percentage and missing almost every free throw. That's what you're gonna get. Fucking know that and then send me in. So
Would you rather be the couple with the good look? Because Drew is the best looking.
Oh wow.
I think Drew is.
you think
like,
so? I
he's
think he
got
looks
that-
like the Malfoy guy. That's weird, but I thought that casting of him that one week was amazing, and I laughed pretty hard at that. Less weird looking than that guy, though. Whatever that dude's name is, I
I don't
forget
think
it.
Drew's weird looking at all. He's just very blonde,
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the eyebrow thing.
and it's that with the man bun.
Oh yeah, I used to have the eyebrow thing too, though. So I can sympathize. It just still looks weird.
Go fuck off.
I'm looking at Joe here, and
Yeah.
I can see him though.
I got very blonde eyebrows.
I
yes,
can see
know.
him, but
But there's a direct light on his eyebrows
Now that you
too.
brought attention to him, I can see him now too.
before it's like, man, how many foreheads do you need? That's what it is, though. It makes you. It makes you look like an alien. That's
You know,
one
I
to talk
I
twice.
never felt bad about my forehead until fucking 8 months ago, and you're like, you got a big forehead. Now I'm like, fuck, oh my god, I have a huge forehead.
Twice
Fuck
as all.
you. Your forehead's just gonna get bigger and bigger. Go fuck off.
Yeah, I was
Hey,
just
hey.
gonna say, just tell him, look who's talking.
That's the problem. Is
You're
mine
gonna have nothing but forehead.
Joe. Schweiss has this aerodynamic look going on.
yeah.
And then I got this brow ridge over here. Like you can just see from the. So in the forehead category, you don't have to worry.
I never.
It's gonna be a while.
I have a million insecurities, and that was never one of them. That was never one. You fucking had it.
I'm just
You
trying
had
to take.
add it on in
I'm
ya.
just trying to take your mind off everything else. Fuck you. If I'm the
By
only one
adding
that,
something new.
if I'm the only one that says it, you can brush it off. Be like, oh, he's just an asshole.
Just looking at you, I think you just like sliced right through water, don't you? Just dive right in.
It doesn't even make a sound. It just no ripples, just fucking in and out.
Just become one.
It's like having one of those like road cycling helmets. Just it's your head.
It's kind of how it looks with my hair. It's fucking super short, and like balding and shit.
It's good stuff.
Never fucking had a problem with it. Never.
Well, you also do have a big head, so maybe that's part of it.
I have a huge head. Just overall, just a gigantic head.
He's not lying. Joe does have the biggest head of all of us.
There is
really
not
does,
there is
yeah.
not a hat that fits me.
Just real puffed and real full of itself, isn't it?
It is a little, a little inflated,
Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you. I don't want to fuck any of you.
Well, now that you
That's just not true.
finally started losing the weight, and I was like, oh, you got to take him down a peg somewhere.
It's okay. It's okay. I gained fucking 10 pounds back and have not lost
He's
it.
starting to climb out of that pit of desperation. I gotta
Shirt will
step
not
on his
return to
fingers.
form.
Yeah, I see that you have a button too undone down there.
I do, because when I sit down, my stomach lurches forward, and then the shirt is like, help. So I give it some help. I unbutton the bottom two buttons. I'm wearing an undershirt,
if you
though,
left
so.
it buttoned, one of those buttons could pop off and shoot Schweiss
Well,
right in the balls.
I don't want to miss. I don't want to lose a button. I want to do that as well, but I don't want to lose a button.
but not more than he doesn't want to lose a button.
Yeah, I got to keep these buttons, dude.
You can replace a button though.
That is the saddest moment when you're too fat for like your pants and the button.
I got rid of all the bigger shirts because I was like, I'm not gonna get fat again. now I got 3 really ugly T-shirts that somehow like escaped the shirt
colon, the
holocaust
purge.
that happened, and so now I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm having real problems keeping the weight off, but
I wanted to ask if he burned them, but I don't think that's appropriate.
He probably just gassed him.
gas the shirts. That doesn't even work.
Die, shirt scum. Your kind isn't welcome here.
All right, we're gonna talk about Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the Cradle of Filth, the band.
In 2300 BC, an Egyptian pharaoh found a place that he named the Cradle of Life. And there he found a box which contained life and death. And it has never been seen since.
His name is Jonathan Rice. He doesn't care who his weapons kill or why.
Rice is going to find Pandora's box.
Do you mean the Greek myth?
That's the Sunday school version. It's a weapon more powerful than you could ever imagine.
We'll assign 2 of our
Sound
best
is
agents.
way
I
off
don't
on the street.
I need an insider, someone who knows their methods, their hideouts. I need Terry Sheridan.
Croft.
No guns, no weapons of any kind.
Yeah, this is fucked up. What's going on here?
Taking the fun out of life. So this rock is the map to Pandora's box.
Lara! It's in Africa.
Africa it is.
Men are coming for the box.
Africa. Dude, and then the man's
gone
Vader
looking for the
guy
sense
said
coming back.
like Africa like 10 seconds. I kind of like it with the center off. Well, what I love is that he's totally on a road after he said we can't go on roads. Like, what an asshole.
God damn it.
Take us to the Cradle of Life. It's your destiny to see what's inside.
Tomb Raider. Okay. Now
All right.
available on HD DVD, by the way.
Yeah, if you have a 360. So Tomb Raider Cradle of Life was released in 2003, obviously based on the Tomb Raider video game franchise. This is the well-intentioned, I guess, sequel to the original Tomb Raider, just called Lara Croft Tomb Raider, that was released like 2 years before that. This one was directed by Jan de Bont, who is the dude who directed fucking Speed and Twister. So he's got some good movies. Not Twister. Twister's
Original Speed?
Yeah, Original Speed. It was this guy.
What?
Yeah.
That makes
Director.
no sense.
No way.
Jan de Bont, yeah. I knew I recognized his name from somewhere.
And The Haunting, which is horrible.
I think I recognized it from looking this up last time, though, to be completely honest. I don't think I knew.
Wow.
So a couple movies on there that
Speed
are
is great. Fuck. The other ones are not that great.
No, Twister's fucking stupid. But yeah, this movie it came with a budget of 80 or 95 million, and it ended up making 156.5 million in the box office. So yeah, I mean we've over time we've had wins and we've had losses when it comes to these video game based movies. Tomb Raider was definitely a big win, not as big as Mortal Kombat. To be sure, the first one made a shitload of money
Against its budget,
trash,
yeah.
But I don't know, kind of respectable, especially after the first one, because it wasn't really well received. So I'm almost surprised that they
Critically, no.
they kept it going.
Angelina Jolie at the height of her power, honestly, was that
Is
Tomb Raider.
what brought it in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the movie. Had any of you guys seen this thing before? Or is this your first viewing?
This was my first time.
I think this is the second or third time, but I didn't remember like anything.
You know,
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it is.
I think this was my first time, but some scenes there at the end looked familiar, so I might have walked into it halfway through before.
Oh, like you do all movies.
No.
then
I
say
usually
shit.
leave
And
halfway.
Say, what is this?
I usually leave halfway.
Give us your
at the
commentary.
midpoint, and then leave.
Midpoint,
Unless it's one of Joe's art films.
midpoint commentary. That's my favorite thing Cameron ever did.
when you lived with them.
What is this?
What is
What are they
this?
just trying to be
Is this an
artsy?
art film?
Artsy? Art film? Like, yes. But you don't walk in midway through it.
Gay, and then he just goes upstairs. Oh, the worst was
Gay.
when you would actually start it and then you would leave to go to bed. And it's
Yeah.
like, you made it like halfway through, and now you're just gonna fuck off.
Yeah, I got tired.
And
The
you're gonna
movie
be
was
like, "Nah, that movie
tiring.
sucked.
that Russian one, man, was just insane.
Oh, yeah.
Are you just counting like half of movies like on Hagib now? Just like every
Oh, no,
time you
I'm not
watch
tracking.
half of a movie, you
I'm
like,
not tracking. The only movies that
just-
I've tracked so far this year are the James Bond movies.
You just combine them. You do first half of one, so it's like
Yeah,
Laura
and then the
Bond.
last half of the other.
Oh, Laura Bond.
Gold
Die
member
another
of-
day.
Gold member of life.
Gold Tomb.
Gold,
Yeah.
gold finger of
Gold
life. Oh my
Tomb
God.
Combat.
Not gold member.
Gold member of life
Well-
works just swell. Probably even more so.
Oh my God. This movie, honestly, it surprised me because it was not as bad as the first one.
No.
And I did not honestly, I did not hate it. This is the type of movie that I would just like turned on, laughed a couple of times because of how stupid it was, and then turned it off and then forgot it. Like immediately afterwards.
Which I think what happened
I
to
don't
Craig
remember the
and I.
movie now. I can't talk about it. No. But the first one was bad.
Yeah,
I didn't remember it being bad either as like a kid.
Yeah, I know. You always remember that first one as being like the good one.
Side boob. That's really what it made up for.
The fucking shower scene, even.
And frankly, that's the only thing that's better in that movie than in this movie. The sexualization of Angelina Jolie. Where did it go?
Kind of disappointed in that. Yeah.
I know. Even her boobs are smaller in this one.
They are smaller.
Like, you don't. This is you get bigger. You don't go smaller.
Yeah.
It's a one-way street.
Yeah, that's right. It's a sequel. You could bigger.
They should have doubled in size.
Double the budget, double the boob.
Yeah. Okay. How do we start this?
So the movie starts out with
A flying over the ocean shot.
Yeah.
With the logos faintly coming. It's like a Christopher Nolan thing.
All the rocks start falling off of a cliff and then come together underwater to form Tomb Raider, Cradle of Life.
It starts out with this like island party going on, and then the bass got way too out of control.
Like in Italy or whatever.
Yeah, an earthquake kicked off from their awesome subwoofer that they spent way too much money on.
I wrote down we can't get the rights to anything rock song, so they have a rock song playing. Schweiss made the joke.
Generic rock song.
The generic rock song that everybody's like, yeah, I know this song. No, you don't.
Yeah, it's not actually a song.
Goddamn song.
It could be an Italian rock song that we just don't know.
It exists
incredible.
Here and now, and that's it.
They just put in like rock stock music or whatever that the studio made, and then we got a Korn song in the ending credits.
Yeah.
A legitimate Korn song, which
that definitely should have been playing during the wedding.
No, but also
neither should have the generic.
The
stuff.
lyrics of that Korn song, unless it's like from the point of view of Gerard Butler's character, doesn't make any goddamn sense as an ending theme for this movie. Nope. It's confusing.
I think they just wanted to have a popular song at the end of the movie.
Yeah, they were like,
what songs are popular? What songs are popular nowadays?
How are we going to sell the
cheapest?
soundtrack?
Yeah, that's how they sold the soundtrack. They're like, we need that. We need to cover the $500 cost of that stock rock song, so we're going to throw a Korn song on the fucking soundtrack and just sell the hell out of it. They'll sell like hotcakes. I wrote down it's super bass at that party, and then that's what I think caused the earthquake. Yeah, and then I also wrote so shortly after that we get some scenes where rocks are falling in. Then we get the logo with the rocks. It's pretty cheesy, but the logos in both of these movies are fucking stupid. Like,
the first one.
Everything breaks away.
It's like the first day Joe got the mixer and played with the effects for like 6 hours. That's what the guy did when he got into this movie. He just played with all the sound effects. It was like Tomb Raider.
He's playing with the mixer. It's coming.
Yeah.
You reminded him.
And so it was just endless mixer fuckery in that
Down
first
to play
movie.
with his toy.
Second movie menu, kind of the same thing. But shortly after that, we get a bunch of dudes that are basically poaching off of each other's finds, and they're searching for this underwater temple that's been lost for thousands of years. And they
say the underwater temple that's been lost for thousands of years.
The underwater temple that's been lost for thousands of years.
There we go. Perfect.
And they finally hunt it down, and they go down in there, and much like the first movie, she comes across something that's ridiculous. It's this huge statue with this awesome little gold coin. And the first thing that I noticed, before that, she comes up on a boat, a little speedboat thing, and she does this like ridiculous flip, and like we're talking
showing off.
Yeah, she's showing off, and it's like, hey, they're actually finding really valuable shit. Like maybe you could do your little tricks later. Like it's impressive that you just did a side flip off of nothing wave.
It's her showing dominance. She's coming to the scene. She's dominating.
What do you call those
the
things?
Scene. She's
like
now
ski-doos
dominant. It's a jet ski.
Jet ski.
Thank you,
Cameron.
What are those things?
Sorry,
no one
we're not
said
rich
it.
enough for
Mini
those,
motorboats.
Kawasaki.
Them Hondas. So yeah, she comes in, she does like a flip, she like splashes them with water. She's like basically beating off in their faces with how skillful she is with this thing. And then they finally decide to dive underwater, and they find the lost.
Wait. What was the last thing the old guy in the boat told her before he dies?
You know it. I don't.
Maybe some things are not meant to be found.
Yep. That's the theme.
The little foreshadowing here.
Statement of theme.
Anyways,
happens a lot in the beginning of the movies.
Yeah.
So actually, before she goes, that she has to talk about the temple. I could not understand what the fuck she was saying, what the name of the temple was, and I think the filmmakers knew it because then they had an insert shot of her like pointing, and the name was written above the island. She's like, "We have to go to the Louvre Temple." What? I thought she was like saying Luda or Luna. It's Luva with a V.
Oh, I heard
like
Luna.
an asshole.
Yeah.
I the whole time was like, how is this like a moon temple? Lunar temple?
Yeah.
And that's only the first speech hearing problem I had in this movie.
It gets way worse.
The stroke gets real. Let's just say that.
So, when she goes down, so she dives underwater, her and her crew of the dude's boys, sons that are, and they get up, and then they find this temple. It's an underwater temple that's been like disheveled and unearthed, quote unquote, by this earthquake.
Mm-hmm. But
there's
it's
no
entirely
water
underwater, and there's no water in the temple.
And the thing that really bugs me is there's like a hole in the roof spilling water, and like the movie just passes it off as, oh, the water just builds up over here. I'm like, yeah, that's the ocean right there. It's gonna fill up. Like, has this thing been under here with
it's air escaping out of the top and water filling up the air?
Yeah, it's like it's gonna fill. Like, it's fucking stupid. And like maybe it's somehow sealed off from the water, and then the earthquake broke it, and that's what's making it leak.
Yeah, that has to be the
But that doesn't even make sense itself. How would it not have gotten water? How did they get in? If it doesn't?
How would it have not filled up by now?
Alexandria,
did it like go down?
All that weight of the water pressing up, it would fucking force itself.
That thing
into-
must have
You see how
fallen into
massive those pillars were? I mean, back in Greek architecture, that shit's airtight.
Yeah, it's airtight. It must have. Yeah.
You know those underwater temples that they made back then?
Yeah, they knew what
I
they
mean,
were
Atlantis got started from somewhere,
like,
right?
It fell into the ocean. That's one of the parts of the lore. Like, oh, it disappeared into the sea. What did it, like, fucking leaf its way down? Like, just slowly rocking back and forth and then land gently at the bottom of the sea?
That's
like,
exactly what happened.
That's what would have needed to happen for it to stay airtight. Plus, did the thing not have doors? Like, was it locked up for the night? Like, what the fuck?
Covered
Perfect
it in like
circumstances.
tar, and they were like, "This thing's gonna go."
Or
This thing's gonna go into the ocean
maybe
soon, right?
it got covered in lava immediately, and that's how.
They
and
did
that's
mention
how.
something about lava, but it wasn't like that it was surrounded
Volcano
or whatever.
Volcano.
Doesn't matter, dude. It was a cool set.
No.
Cool set, bro.
And then they just fucking toss like the flares into like the
Yeah, that.
and then it's just,
Explain
like,
that.
and then the fires were just there.
And they do it like 6 times. So the director was like, hey, this looks kind of cool. We should do
Throw
this.
the flares.
Let's do it again.
Throwing the flares in the brazier.
Yeah, the
braziers. Braziers.
The brazier.
The braziers.
Yeah, the braziers.
the brochures.
Braziers.
Yeah, the braziers.
Anyway, this is the part where they throw a bunch of flares into some braziers.
Yep.
They ignite like they're ready for that.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right.
Who knew that braziers could catch fire? Like,
I did.
Then giant statue of who was the statue of? Was that Alexander himself?
I don't know who the fuck is.
Yeah, I don't fucking know either.
It was that. It was probably mentioned in a line. Remember the legend of the. None of that shit matters. God damn it, none of it matters. You guys forgot about the shark hissing.
Oh, that's after the temple
No.
collapses. and-
They see him first when they go down.
Oh, yeah.
There has to be a setup for her to then, when, of course, another bad guy group comes in and steals the item that they're looking for, she has to then cut her arm open to get it bleeding so that the shark will be attracted
I saw
to
that.
her.
I'm
Don't
like,
worry about
why
swimming up to the surface. Don't worry about that's
It's-
cash.
So
yourself a mount.
Okay, no.
the shark.
Before the shark happens, so she goes in there, tries to take the gold medallion off the guy's chest. The little glowy orb above the statue happens, right? Then she does the fucking thing where she climbs up, and then there's like somehow the chandelier being held by these wires to the wall. She does this weird like fucking roly-poly move to go grabbing the orb.
What's the most complicated way I can get
Style
from here
points.
to
5
there?
style
And
points
then
right
that
there.
is when the Chinese people decided to become part of it, and they have a fight down there when the boat guy's sons died down there, and then the guy, as he's leaving, pulls and like shoots the oxygen tank, which is why she cuts her arm.
And all of the Asian guys are using fucking harpoon guns,
Yeah,
by the
I
way.
thought that was pretty fucking funny.
It makes sense to use a harpoon gun when you're diving. I don't see what the problem with this is.
whale. We shoot whale with spear.
When you're diving, you use harpoon guns.
That is true. Yeah. Oh, it makes way more sense than her shooting through the water.
Exactly.
That's true.
That was
that actually
I was
works.
thinking about that.
The fucking harpoon will go.
Anyways,
That's a good
her
point. That's a
solution,
good point.
her solution to, hey, he cut my thing, so I need to get the surface fast. So I'm going to cut my arm, punch the shark in the nose because he's coming for my blood.
Bet that the shark will come for you
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about swimming to the surface.
Well,
Don't
she
worry about
knows
that.
he's
Just
around.
take
He
the
hissed at her
time
before.
to just wait.
Also, she is actually fairly close to the surface already in the shot, so she could have just gone up.
We
but
can
she's
see
like,
the sun."
I would rather ride the shark
Well, yeah,
in a very
and now
stylish
she's got a shark
way.
mount for life. You know, whenever she calls upon like Jethro,
Yeah, she's got a whistle.
yeah, just whistle and it'll appear in the water, even in fresh water.
Wait,
He'll be there.
I don't think we explained what happens.
What do you mean?
You're making jokes about what happened. I don't think our podcast audience
No, she
knows
cuts her arm.
What
The shark smells the blood, goes for her. She punches the shark in the nose to get it to stop, and grabs onto his dorsal fin and rides him to the surface.
And it's not like a punch then grab. It's like a punch, and then the shark's like it like hangs around for a second. Then she just mounts the shark and rides it to the
yeah,
surface.
as he like makes
It's like
a
she
U-turn
broke
to
a
come
horse.
back for her, and then she like
It's like the thing just subdued. It's like, all right, fuck it, get on. Like, let's get this over with. Like, it knew that it was meant to be a fucking ride. It was meant to be a mount.
yeah.
So you got to do to tame a shark, you guys.
She must play MMOs. You never walk. You always pull your mount out when you can. You don't want to walk ever.
It's true.
slow.
It wastes too much fucking time. They intentionally make the maps massive, so you have to get the goddamn mount.
Well, that's one more thing you got to do in the game.
Yeah, that's
Those fuckers.
that's all you got to do is cut your arm.
So my next note is about Lara Croft and Emma Sykes. So I guess there's like a karate. She's practicing her karate moves with the butler.
Yeah.
Still luckily played by the same guy as in the last movie. And then MI6, 2 agents from MI6 approach her.
After she has this weird thing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
she's
yeah.
riding
She has
on a
this-
horse.
this
with a
horse riding
fucking
bad girl
rifle
music
That's right.
going on.
in the leather trench coat shooting targets like she's about to go vampire hunting.
Yeah, she switches clothes so fast.
She's trying her Van Helsing out.
Cameron,
just-
I think
she's got
I think
anger
this has been a few
issues.
days since
Dude,
the
all right.
last thing.
Dude,
No,
literally-
it goes from a scene of her trying to beat her servant over the head with a stick to her then being all moody, riding a horse in a trench coat, shooting at targets.
Dude, I know. She was only missing fucking like sunglasses, and then she could have been in like a Blade movie.
I was thinking Van Helsing. Is what I was thinking when I saw that.
Well, obviously, you
I,
haven't seen
also, I
Blade.
had some concern about her. Like, her house is not that far away. I know she's just outside of the city. She's just going through the woods. There's no, like, big hills around for, like, bullet protection. She could shoot someone, guys.
Yeah, she could.
It was a dangerous situation.
Also, that helicopter flew really close to her. Like, it was really close to the ground right above her. And she's like,
But then did you see that ridiculous shot as she was peeling away from the targets where she'd had to do like the backward shot off the horse real fast and then go back to her house?
Well, yeah, that's what you got to do.
course.
Yeah.
I think what happens is like a family of like 6 will just be like pulling a pot of boiling spaghetti off the stove, and like a bullet just flies through the pot, and they're like, "Oh, it's that Laura target practicing again." Like it's just become so commonplace, and they just like bill her later for the damages. You
Oh,
know?
my God.
fucking one pot is a strainer now.
Yeah. There you go.
She's not a stable woman. She's got anger issues.
No.
You think?
MI6 approaches
Yeah.
Laura.
The Secret Service approaches a criminal, a known thief,
A thief
who steals
treasure hunter.
relics from fucking tombs.
to go
She was
steal
raided.
another fucking thing back, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't get this. Do they know? Does MI6 know that thing has
Yeah.
magical powers?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I'm confused.
as far as MI6's like connection, there was only like the bad guy meeting on the plane where he kills the one guy with Ebola because he said that he told MI6 about the meeting.
Which is airborne,
Which-
and everyone in that fucking plane has got Ebola now.
Yeah,
No, but he has the
But he
syrup.
he localized the,
empty
Ebola into the dude's champagne for
Well,
somehow.
everyone else had to drink the cure, though. remember?
Immediate.
Well, they
Ebola.
took the pill, I guess. Yeah,
The
but
anti-serum.
it's still.
What about the
How did that guy
stewardesses?
just die first, though? That's the question.
No,
they
'cause
all
he-
should have
he-
just been dead.
I guess it was assumed it was in his drink.
It was just him. It was just him.
Yeah.
It was just in his.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like it's.
And then they're just saying it's super contagious, but all of the important people took pills, but none of the stewardesses did.
Yeah,
If you notice
they're,
that.
they're just all dead.
Collateral
Shit, did we
damage.
get
All
a
those
pill to the
people have-
pilot? Oh, fuck. All right, we're learning to fly.
Fucking autopilot. But yeah, so like the dude who dies in the beginning of the movie, like says something that he was gonna tell MI6 about the meeting, but
Yeah.
it doesn't imply that he knows what the meeting is about. It's just that there is a meeting.
How dare you poke holes in this plot, Caleb? How dare you?
You're the one who did it in the first place. Like, how do they know?
Well, I didn't
But
even think about it till I was talking. I was like, hold on. Why did they even approach
They
her?
have
Yeah.
no reason to.
That was the
Literally,
only
they don't
connection
know.
of them knowing.
Yeah, they
and then,
have James
and then
Bond.
they
Why worry
knew
about
about the
Lara
orb.
Croft?
They knew about the orb, so that guy told them a lot. How did that guy know about the orb, Kay?
I don't know.
Although this was Brosnan Bond, maybe they didn't trust him as much as they used to. They're like, you're kind of campy now. Like, I don't think you can pull this off. We're gonna go to Lara Croft.
We're gonna give her the remote control car.
They trust the lady that got the new Bond killed.
Yes.
And then she's like, "Yeah, I want to release this traitor from prison to help me out
Yeah,
in my
what was that all
in my
about?
theft of this item."
There is only one person who can help me.
And also is useless almost the entire movie.
Yeah.
and
Except
Joe
when he,
can't
like-
understand him whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh, guys. All right. So it's Gerard Butler, who
And then I'm
is
sitting there looking at
full
him.
Scottish
I'm
in
like,
this movie.
I'm like, who's this knockoff Gerard Butler? They're like, that's
It's
Gerard Butler.
That's who it is.
It is actually Gerard Butler.
Before he became Gerard Butler.
Yeah, just before that.
Just like the last movie was, what's his face? Daniel Craig
Daniel
before
Craig.
he became Daniel Craig.
Yeah, but when you saw him, you immediately knew it was Daniel
Well,
Craig.
yeah, that's because he looks the same. He didn't get ripped for Bond.
I also think Gerard got big, like
Gerard
big
got
in
bigger.
the face.
Oh
too.
yeah. Like his whole
he
everything
just
is
looks
bigger.
leaner in this one.
Yeah, and a lot younger. Like it could be like his younger brother.
and unintelligible. Just completely.
Yeah, I could understand him in 300. He only had like 6 lines, but I could still understand.
Well, he
each word.
yelled there was a lot of emphasis on the words.
He wasn't speaking with a Scottish accent.
That
He
is
wasn't
also true.
speaking with the deepest mumbly Scottish accent. It was like watching. Oh my god, the fuck is that? Oh, I guess that's an Irish movie. Sorry, Scotland. I guess it's like watching Train Spotting or something
I thought
like
you were
that,
gonna
where
bring
it's
that
like,
up.
what the? As an
Isn't that?
I
no,
didn't
they are
have any
Scottish.
problem understanding them.
I had less problem in Train Spotting, and that's a bunch of people
Yeah,
going.
they-
I think they are Scottish in that movie. I'm like positive of it.
Train Spotting.
Yeah, because Scotland is
No,
the
no.
shit.
I was gonna say another movie. I was gonna say Once. There's a musical called Once that it's
Oh, okay.
Irish people, and I had a similar experience. It was like I have to turn on the subtitles, guys. I cannot understand what the fuck these people are saying.
I was gonna make a Train Spotting reference, like our shite country got taken over, and I got to work for you, shite Englishmen.
But yeah, Gerard Butler is real casual with the language, and there were a lot of lines I couldn't hear him very well. About half his dialogue, I had to look over at Caleb Craig, and Caleb Craig would say, "He said this."
Yeah, it takes me. It's like about a 4-second delay. I'll sit there and like kind of like churn through.
Just
what he was saying.
internalize it.
Like, okay, that sounded like this word. The sounded okay. It must be this. Okay, there. All right. And then like I missed the next 3 lines of dialogue.
Can't go on any roads around here.
Can't go on the roads.
So yeah, I miss half the movie.
That's why she didn't listen to him about the roads, because she couldn't fucking understand him.
Yeah, but
And then she drives her fucking motorcycle on the
road.
Great Wall of China.
her idea of what a road is.
Guess where we are, guys.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Proceeds to have one of them on a road.
Yeah, but before we get to the no, that's not before. That's right.
That's after.
And I love it because Gerard Butler's like, we can't go on the roads. The roads there's a man on every.
They're
single
watching.
road.
Yeah, they're watching.
And
on the
he's
road.
the
Oh,
only
man, on the
motherfucker
road.
that's driving on the road. Like
Yeah.
she's on the Great
It's
Wall
like
of China.
For
It's
like
a
dirt road. It's not
It's
going to
a
have a bunch of
backwoods road.
heavy.
Not all
But
roads.
by the
Come
way,
on.
they had more than one man on that road. Just saying,
It's true.
they were ambushed.
They were ready for. Technically, yes, Bryce, they were ready for them. They were ambushed, captured, and then she was shown some terracotta army, and then they had
Oh
a
yeah, and let's not
rip
forget.
off of the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon fight where they have to. Her weapons are chopped up, and then she has to throw them down.
Yeah. Then let's
And
not
it's
forget
not
that
as well
Gerard
shot.
Butler is also the only guy with his own room in the prison.
That's true.
Solitary confinement. He could have had some.
Yeah, he's got the
But it's
push bars.
a really nice room compared to the rest of the fucking prison, though.
It's spacious. You're right.
It's like every other dude was just in there with like 3 other guys in
Those
like
just look like
a
holding
room
cells.
as big as our fucking table.
Those look more like holding cells in actual prison, but who knows what the story of this prison is. Anyway,
It's
solitary
just doing like
confinement.
reverse push-ups on the ceiling.
1001.
I would call them pull-ups,
Croft.
but that doesn't work.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, you know,
It's
thinking
not
about that,
quite
I
the same.
think
It's
if we could get our
Push-ups.
Push-ups.
if we could jam ourselves up on like a monkey bar like that, do you think that would be that hard? Doing pull-ups
I
like
guess
that?
it would be a pull-up. It would just be at a crazy angle. It would still be a pull-up.
But he's not holding himself flat like a board. He's got his feet jammed up there too.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
Exactly. So he wasn't even doing anything
Yeah, that's
that
why he's
hard.
dollar store Gerard Butler.
Yeah, that's why his
Can't
arms
do
are
it.
so small. I'm like, he's not very impressive right now.
I guess he's like doing flies. It's weird. What is that?
I mean, he's certainly more impressive than all
What
of
do
us.
you call that exercise?
I just called him reverse
How do you
push-ups.
show that someone's a hardened convict? Have him doing push-ups on the ceiling. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
In the prison. Yeah.
Not even fucking like intense pull-ups. Just doing fucking push-ups on the ceiling. Go. he's oh man.
What would be
that's a
better
man.
is sit-ups on the ceiling. I think that would be more. He's like holding on with his toes, just fucking curling up.
No,
like,
he's
Lara.
just sitting on the ceiling.
Yeah, just
sitting
sitting.
there. He's doing.
What's happening in here?
I'm fucking Spider-Man.
This is Spider-Man.
Oh man.
You want to do an upside-down kiss?
Just let that one drop.
Don't pull the mask out.
Hands ripped to shreds is another note I have.
Oh, the going down the ropes upside down
down
while
the
What I
shooting
think
people
happened with that one-
one-handed?
What I think happened with that one is actually the rope was going down with him, like it was a pulley
No.
system.
No. They were
Definitely wasn't.
sliding down the rope.
We'll
They
have to
were
revisit that
repelling.
scene.
With their bare hands.
I
were
think it was a
also-
pulley. I
They
don't
were
think it
also
was actually
crazily
repelling.
accurate with pistols going like haul ass speed down a mountain. Like pistols, they're not long range. Like they're just not. Like it's hard to hit stuff beyond a certain distance.
Yeah.
And that they're like raping face.
Well,
I think what
to
happened
be
is
fair, they were shooting directly downward.
that's
and
true, and up
upward.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I would.
like,
I think Gerard Butler got saved from it because he had a ring on, and like it showed the ring after. So I think he was like, yeah, he had like the ring.
Well, then
touching
what was Angelina Jolie doing?
I don't know. She just has power hands.
She has strong hands.
There's just like deep leather. There's like one part, like every other part of her body is like beautiful, flawless. And then like she opens her hand to like shake someone's hands, just callus.
Yeah,
just
nothing but
just
callus.
a solid callus.
So it was just like ripping through the callus as he went along, like just chunking it away. You know?
What's that burning smell?
Her hands are like fucking smooth afterward, like polished.
Yeah, there's no fingerprint left. It's just fucking nothing. Just nothing but
caked on of
smooth.
skin. Just
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Frictionless
what I
surface.
imagine. If she could handle that, that's what that would take. At the bottom of that fucking thing, at least there should have been like a comedy bit where they like wiped their hands on their leg or like, ooh, that hurt. But there was nothing. There was no acknowledgement that we just went down this fucking thing barehanded.
With
I think
one
we
hand,
have to look at that again.
Not to
And
mention,
they might have wanted us to think they were rappelling, but I think for the shot it was a pulley, and they were lowering the whole rope down. They weren't just sliding down.
I'm not concerned about what the shot was. I'm
They-
concerned about what they actually did in this movie.
I think
they're trying to
they
make
were
us-
being lowered on a rope. They weren't actually sliding.
Yeah, but the movie
They
is
were
just
sliding.
depicting them being as like sliding down the mountain.
they were sliding
So obviously
because they
in
also
real-
just like stopped suddenly.
We're not saying in real life
yeah,
they
they
slid
stopped
down.
themselves, yeah.
Yeah, you need to repel in order to stop yourself.
Yeah, rappel through your leg and you shoot up as
Yeah.
well. You twist the rope around your leg to help with that too. And you're just controlling with the hand, right?
Or she was controlling with her ankles because she had it wrapped around her foot.
Yeah, she's got it in between her big toe and her second toe. It's like
Yeah.
really callous there too.
And then my last note is National Geographic, which is pretty far ahead. I got lost in the movie at that point.
Yeah.
So knockoff Yakuza people have deal with maniacal Englishmen to steal the orb and then to sell the orb to maniacal Englishmen who want to destroy the world. Lara Croft, the whole scene we're just talking about, Laura went up there to steal back the orb. Did she actually? No, she did not get the
She
orb
didn't
there.
get it.
But she did kill the Yakuza type boss dude. She killed him.
And
She
then they're
threw-
trying to crack the code on the box, which is a sound
yeah.
wave.
So the
which is in
dude,
some big lab, and then there's a shoot
they're
up
trying
at the
to
lab.
they're trying to
story.
get like the code for the orb that is supposed to just be like a
To be a
sound
map.
wave to
Yeah, they're, like,
activate the
hacking
orb.
it.
And the dude gets the fucking sound waves. He gets them, even though like the computers were turned off. And Laura shoots the monitors, thinking that she's destroying the
I
computers.
love that. No, we can't let them have this data. Shoot the monitors
But,
quick.
like, but he still gets like the data of the sound waves and shit. And then he like goes and like finds her friends and then forces them to decode the sounds for him, even though he already has them decoded.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, why
Dude.
do the work if someone can do it for
He
you?
shot the monitors.
But
What are
he
you
didn't
gonna
have
do?
to do the work.
The monitors
work
were-
was already done.
The
No one
monitors were
wants to
shot. You
go-
can't access
no one
the
wants to
data
go-
without
No.
a monitor.
But still,
Nobody wants to go to Best Buy
there was
in
one
the middle of
monitor
your
she didn't
maniacal
shoot.
plan.
Remember?
But that
there was the
wasn't
one monitor.
That wasn't connected to the right computer, though.
It doesn't matter. It was fine. It was fine.
They were at a loss.
Caleb,
Monitors are
nobody wants a
expensive.
side trip to Best Buy in the middle of your maniacal world domination plan.
It's whatever, dude. And then right after that, she goes into like the boat with the Chinese people, and then like has the
She
orb.
uses their TV. She
Yeah,
takes her
she-
TV satellite dish.
She Skypes.
Sets up a webcam way before.
No.
they're-
Sets up a normal HD handheld little camera that you remember it from the 2000s.
Yeah.
Uses gum to stick it to the top of the TV and somehow has a video conference all the way back to fucking England from China.
Yeah.
She didn't even dial a number. She just pressed the button. She was connected directly to him.
And then the fucking orb activates, and then it like shows Africa and like
Holographic map,
animals
by the
and,
way.
and things going on. And I was like, "Welcome to Animal Planet."
Animal Planet presents Lara Croft.
Fucking like
Tomb
elephants in
Raider.
the background. It's got like it's just a projection of Africa and
That
like
is-
something that you'd see in like National Geographic.
It was probably just stock footage.
Oh, it
honestly.
was. And
It
there was
had to
stock
have been.
footage of like eagles and like antelopes and gazelle and,
and
like
the coastline of Shanghai.
yeah, it was like insane in this movie. I was like, that's just a clip of an eagle taking off. Like it doesn't even match the area. It doesn't match shit.
I have a problem with this. This is not the only movie that has something similar to this, where we're going to find some weird thing and it's going to show us random images of whatever, like nature usually, or people walking around.
yeah.
Like the montage of the Earth of the 21st century in The Matrix, when Morpheus is showing him, you remember the world of the 21st century. Who put that fucking video together to like show people that this is what the world is? And same with the National Geographic thing. It's a ball of power, and it's like, look, elephants. Why?
Kilimanjaro.
You gotta place her. You're placing her where she
There's
needs
a
to go.
video editor involved in this process.
Yeah, and he's just like, you know what? This
Someone had to
this-
make this.
He probably just did steal it from like Animal Planet.
The problem I have is someone had to make it in ancient times to put it in the orb too.
But it was magic. They magically recorded that location, that instance.
Wave
of
to the
time.
camera, Shelley.
that instance of time was magically recorded to the orb
in that angle with
Yes.
that lens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greatest director that ever lived. Thousands and thousands of years ago.
It was pretty great.
It's magic, guys.
Use a
Don't
giant
argue.
marble.
This is a movie about magic. If you guys didn't know.
And then fucking Gerard Butler comes in there later, and he's like, "Did you see my friend?" And then the little Chinese girl was like, "Yeah, she went to Mount Kilimanjaro to play with elephants." Like in Chinese, by the way, because she just knew how to say those words and understands English.
Yeah,
perfectly.
she understands English, but chooses to not give it in Gerard's clear native tongue.
Yeah.
Of course, if she did his native tongue, we wouldn't have been able to understand her. So I guess it's Chinese is much better than that.
You know, Laura could have told the girl where she was going.
It's random though, because like she randomly jumped on a ship and was like, "Hey, I need to use your TV."
I know you're watching SpongeBob.
And then like
they're watching fucking SpongeBob in
and then
Chinese.
Gerard Butler just happens to jump on the same ship and ask if Lara Croft happened to be there, and it happened to be the one she went on. I'm like, what is this?
Are you saying there's some coincidental
Yes.
stuff in this movie? Okay.
Oh, I like
There
to
are
believe
no
that Gerard went to
coincidences.
every boat in that harbor.
And then that we're just seeing the one.
Yeah, that's why he's
Yeah,
behind
it's
her.
the only one. Yeah, like, she came here, right? She had to come here. Like, there's literally nowhere else. This is the only boat on the set. So.
It's the only one I haven't checked yet. So
So are we? How far did we skip it? I guess climax of the movie takes place. She goes to Africa now with a friend of hers that's over there who works as a translator.
Oh, how does she have to make her entrance?
Oh, she fucking parachutes in and lands in the driver's seat of the Jeep that's still going.
He's driving the Jeep. She tells him to keep it going straight the same speed. Landed in the fucking Jeep, and he has to get out of the driver's seat while it's still driving.
Yeah,
so
and then
she can
just
slip
takes
in.
over. Yeah.
Oh man.
What I love before that though is that the whole computer scene, that computer that's like decoding the sphere. They shut off all the power breakers like in the entire room, like they're all off, but the computer's still totally running. Like.
Backup power.
Like yeah, I guess the king beyond the wall was like, you know what, we got to have this on a backup generator just in case some fuck face
Standard
happens to bump
practice
the
in data
breakers.
center.
Maybe it was because they probably would have flipped the switch, like flipped the breaker with all that fucking power going into the marble. All right, that's fair. I could buy it. I could buy it.
Oh, we forgot about the flag scene with the bayonet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So back to Yakuza boss fight. He gets rid of her weapon, right? But he still has whatever. Is it just a sword he's still coming at her with?
Yeah.
And she just picks up a fucking rifle with a bayonet on it and does her whole like fucking
She
presenting.
does a flag routine.
Yeah, presenting the flag with the
It was
rifle.
painful.
And she does it to deflect and attack him with the rifle, with the whole snare drums and stuff in the background.
That was the most painful scene in this entire movie. I was like, this just
That was worse than the shark.
the shark was funnier. This one was just
See,
ridiculous.
I'm like, she better hit
Okay.
him. She better hit him with a rifle twirl, and she hits him with a rifle twirl. Just
is
spin it around, smack him in the
ridiculous.
face, and then stabs him in the foot with the bayonet. I'm like, why didn't you just charge on him with the bayonet?
Yeah.
Come on.
And the bad guys find her and her friends. A bunch of natives are slaughtered, which is nice. A nice little touch there.
She's being guided through the African wilderness by a whole bunch of natives with their
Yeah.
leather shields and spears. Helicopter drops down, a whole bunch of soldiers, and they just massacre these people.
They're like, oh, this will be fucking easy.
And the guys are standing around for like 20 minutes before these like crazy monsters attack. And this is from another movie, by the way. This movie has been like a cheap Indiana Jones the whole time. And then suddenly it becomes like, I don't know, like give me a scary monster flick, right? Like Alien or something.
I think it pulls a Fable 3 where, like, at the very end, suddenly there's these really disturbing
it's a
looking
different
creatures.
movie.
And it's like, whoa.
It's a different movie.
Yeah, dude, I half expected the Predator, to be honest, because like
Yeah,
they didn't
Predator.
show it at first, like they saw it like moving really quick, like from tree to tree or whatever, and then there happens to be like 6 of them that can like come out of the ground or like fuse with the wood or whatever they could do. Like they just
I was
come out of
reminded
nowhere.
of the Ool guys in the Belgariad, that fantasy series where they like are rock people and they can like pull you into the rock and kill you.
Oh yeah,
That's what I was like.
Those guys are
That's kind
sweet.
of a ripoff. But they look way more
Tree
terrifying.
people.
they look exactly like the dudes from Prototype.
Yeah, I thought they were Ents for a
Except-
sec, but then they were
Yeah,
not.
I thought that too. I was like, dude, because I thought they were only coming from the trees. Like, what are they fucking Ents?
And then all the guys get killed off except for the people who weren't moving, which is apparently the bad guy and Lara Croft and her guide.
Yeah.
So all the people who matter to the plot. And then they go into Shelob's lair, which is also like a weird gravity zone, I guess.
Yeah, some kind of weird fucking. Oh, what's the name of that one painting? The staircase that's like all weird and fucked up.
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think people will know what you're talking
I
about.
can't remember. Yeah, but it was basically like that. It's like the infinite dimensional kind of gravity shit.
Yeah, but Shelob's lair as well.
But yeah, she loves
Okay.
lair.
I kind of wish that Gerard Butler, because he flies a helicopter, or he gets Lara Croft's buddy, who I thought for the longest time was
tech
Seth
dude.
Green,
Yeah.
to fly the helicopter because he's played video games where he flies it. You know, those flight sims.
Yeah, earlier on, which was supposed to
which
be
is
like
a setup and a
the call- yeah.
payoff, which is, I guess that
It's
works.
like, really? He's going to fly a helicopter because he played a video game of it?
Yeah. So he flies him in, and then Gerard Butler like repels down into that zone. I was kind of hoping that like the fucking gravity would get all fucked up, and Gerard Butler would suddenly be upside down and just like fall on his ass. Like as he's rappelling down, like suddenly he's no longer going down towards the ground. He's like up in the sky, falling towards the ground. Like that's what I would have done to that scene. It just falls back down and leaves the pit, and then like lands on
And
regular
she's
land.
got to get into the acid pit.
No, that whole area was just like the labyrinth scene with David Bowie. Sorry, I said it right. I just wanted to see him in the background with the orb, just doing his little glass orb routine as he's walking upside down. I think that would have been perfect.
Yeah,
Would've fit.
that would have also been another movie. They would have added another.
This movie just likes to switch between movies at the very end.
That's
so
really
it's
just
fine.
the big one switch where it becomes a horror movie all of a sudden.
Yeah. And then it becomes Terminator right at the end.
Yeah, I would say Lord of the Rings because it goes Shelob's lair, and then we
yeah.
got just a like
I
melting.
guess it would be
golem.
more like Lord of the Rings.
Uh,
Because he goes to
There's
try
the
to catch the ring.
Pit of acid, which has the box, which is Pandora's box, which is I guess going to destroy everything if it's opened, which is the big treasure that the bad guy's been looking for the whole time. Then there's how the fuck does he die? I forgot.
He falls into the...
No, yeah, I know how he dies. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
He dies. He falls into the acid pit. I remember.
Yeah, and then he like melts, and then he
Yeah.
like sticks his hand back up out
Just
to
like-
try to grab the box.
Sort of like Gollum held the ring right at the end as he was melting into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
boily pit.
I just really wanted the thumbs up though from like the end of Terminator.
And then what's his face there? Gerard Butler, who is also suddenly the love interest.
Well, he was the love interest the entire
Ish.
time.
Ish.
They had the
There
makeout
was the
scene.
one
They had the
scene
part where
they
she
had
like
almost
She
a
gave
sex
him
scene.
blue balls.
yeah,
she
she
locked
like
him up. 'Cause she
yeah,
knew he was
she
gonna
like
betray
she
him.
did the move on him where she like flipped him over, and then she like put the handcuffs on him like it was gonna get kinky, and then she's like, "Nah, I'm just leaving you here."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was that, but I
and then
didn't
she, and then
feel
she was like, "I'm leaving you here because I don't have the heart to kill you."
I didn't realize like she had like a love relationship before that.
Yeah, so they were
explained
they were
that like
involved
right
before.
when they meet
Yeah.
in the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't understand.
It doesn't.
Oh yeah. He didn't understand what he was saying.
Gerard Butler
Okay.
said it. I missed it.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
he set it up. So yeah, there.
Anyway, there's this tragic thing where he wants the treasure after the bad guys. Of
We
course,
come all the way
melted.
here. We're going to take the treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wants to sell
He
it.
wants to take it anyway to sell it. And she's like, "You can't do that. It's not right."
Sometimes things are not meant
And then
to be
he
found.
pulls out a gun, and then there's a shot. And I'm not going to tell you what happens.
He dies.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, she shot first.
She shot first, off camera, of course. One of those switch.
Yeah, right after he tells her that she doesn't have the balls to shoot him because she's
Yeah.
so in love with him
Bad
too.
choice of words, there, buddy.
She has nothing but balls, as you can see from her entrance to the film.
Nothing but balls. You've been checking down.
I
on
can
her.
see like
So with her, it's a
vagina
dominance
with
game.
like a
For her, it's just like she wants to come to the scene and let everyone know that she is the dominant figure.
I
And
see
she's
like
going to
a-
be super aggressive and super dominant to show you that she's in charge.
Here's what it is, Cameron. Like instead of like the clit, it's like just a fucking. It's a sack.
Guys, we are going.
A huge sack with massive balls. Like that's what's hanging there. Like she still has the vagina. You just got to move the balls
This
out of
is
the way.
too much. Guys, you're gonna no. This is too much.
That
Okay.
is the inner machinations of Schweiss's mind.
That's what she has.
Okay, so there is a South Park episode where Cartman starts saying that the girls are trying to like take over or whatever from the guys. So he starts drawing like vaginas with balls on them. Like, and he's like, the girls drew a vagina on my face. And they're like, vaginas don't have balls, Cartman. He's like, what? So yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
And the movie ends with a big sunset shot that's ruined by a orb.
Yeah. And then don't forget she fucking opens the box
Just a little, though.
after telling him that it was morally wrong
she takes a little
to
peek.
take the box.
Just to show that she's human, though.
We can't unleash it.
She's tempted to open the box, but remember, if it's just a tip, it doesn't count, right?
It's fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, and the box that has been in that acid for thousands of years. This
It's
time,
magic.
It's
this
magic.
time it gives up.
Yeah, it gives
Once
up
it
when
goes
it gets
back into its acid, it's like fuck it.
Yeah, no one's gonna use us now.
Just the tip, and you're fine.
King Beyond the Wall's dead. Gerard Butler's dead. No one else knows.
All right. Anything we want to bring up?
Don't forget about the ceremonial hair extensions.
Oh yeah, so the tech dude at the end of the movie when she comes out of the cave or whatever, she finds
British Seth Green.
the tribe, the black people tribe, just the African tribe.
Indigenous
African tribe.
Oh my God, Greg.
Black people is politically correct, so fuck you.
It is. They are actually African, though.
Yeah, they are.
So you could
They
just
are
say
the
African.
African.
Anyways,
the African
both
tribe.
her butler and the tech guy are getting their hair messed with at the end.
No,
Yeah,
Butler's
but the
dead.
tech guy,
Oh,
the
well,
tech guy,
That was the other guy.
Okay.
the tech guy gets like hair extensions. Or
Yeah,
something.
like,
He has,
this whole
crazy
time.
long hair, and it's all braided, and it's like
I thought you were saying Butler like
No.
Gerard Butler.
No,
You're
her
saying
Butler.
Butler like
yeah, her
actual Butler.
Yeah.
Okay, Butler, not Gerard Butler.
No, her actual butler, and then the tech guy
It's like, what-
who lives in that trailer out in front of her house. They're both getting their hair messed with, and for some reason he has like shoulder length hair all of a sudden, and that they're
Looks
braiding
like all
into
Rastafari and all of
Yeah. Laura
like-
man.
It's a ceremonial hair extension.
We need to ride into the voodoo sunset tonight. It's gonna turn into that sweet orb.
I'm not a part of this show. I want nothing to do
Oh,
with
you don't
this.
like Jamaican accents? Are you kidding? They're
I
perfect.
it started wrong.
Schweiss is a pretty good one, to be
You
honest.
can't get out of the pit once you're in the pit. You can't.
But isn't that what she did?
We're gonna
though?
dance to the
yeah.
groove of the chord.
She
tonight.
She was in the pit.
She
and
didn't open,
crawled out.
She didn't open Pandora's the box. That didn't stop us from opening it.
That's what was
She
released.
opened the box, dude.
What was released
She
was
did open
corn.
the box,
That's
but
what was
remember,
released into the world.
if when you open it just a little bit, when you just put the tip in, it doesn't count. You're fine.
Yeah, and one of us made
then
the
she
joke
soaked.
that by opening the box, it made all video game movies bad.
Yeah. Like this is the last.
Yeah. Also
last
retroactively, so all the games before, or all the movies before it are also terrible.
Except Mortal Kombat. It's great, Craig.
No, it's still fucking terrible.
Okay, all right.
It is fun to watch though.
It's fun to watch as a terrible movie.
Yeah.
I honestly, guys, I didn't hate this movie. It's a bad movie, but it's not like I wasn't watching it going like fucking kill me.
I think this one's worse rated than the first one too.
No, it's not. It's better.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
By like a good chunk.
Oh, okay.
I
Because I
can't
thought the first
imagine-
one was like,
I didn't think this one was going to be better because it's a sequel to a bad movie.
yeah.
But I did think it was a lot better than the first one. A lot more watchable. Obviously, it's got some plot holes, which
Yeah, it's got some plot holes.
but you shouldn't be watching a movie looking for plot holes. People who do are fucks. But it's all right. I didn't hate it, honestly.
Yeah, up to this point, according to Rotten Tomatoes, this is the second best, second to Mortal Kombat. Resident Evil is also rated better, but it's tied with Mortal Kombat. So, but we didn't review that in order.
Okay, we'll do it next time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't hate it either. I went into the movie not really expecting anything because I had
about what you
forgotten all of the all of it. I've seen it, I think, at least twice, but I remembered nothing. But there were funny bits that weren't meant to be funny, so that was nice.
That's nice. That was
Overall,
nice
yeah,
addition.
it wasn't fucking terrible. It wasn't extremely hard to watch. Like,
No side boob, 0 out of 0.
yeah, it wasn't hard to watch. Like fucking Double Dragon or Wing Commander or anything like that. So
It was what? Was it hard to watch those?
yeah,
Those
Okay.
are
it's fucking hard
Wing
to
Commander
watch
is
those.
nothing.
Wing Commander.
Nothingness.
Is your life being wasted?
Wing Commander, we had to make our own fun. Like that fucking part with you where you had to be like, dude, yeah, the screenshot where it's like, this looks way too close. It's like, imagine what this movie is about, based entirely off of this picture.
Gay threesome going on right here.
Some gay
The intensity
Scooby-Doo
going on.
fanfiction.
From two of the guys that are in
No one has any idea
Scooby-Doo.
what the fuck you're
Just
talking
just
about.
go look at the thumbnail for the Wing Commander video, and they'll know. That's a screenshot taken from the film.
We have it as the picture on the website
Yeah.
for the episode.
Oh my god, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Good. Schweiss, what did you think? Or Cameron, did you tell us what you think? We were talking, so I just assumed.
Least painful so far. Let's just say
Least
that.
painful, okay.
That's what I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, it was all right. There were some good actors in it. I mean, there were good ones in the last one too, but that one's, I don't know. The special effects, it's only a couple years later, but I think the special effects are a lot better. There were a couple times, like when the gun gets dipped in the acid at the end, that looked really, really poor.
Yeah, where the fucking gun is bubbling and should have just exploded with like
Yeah.
the gunpowder and
That
shit.
looked like ass, but that and the shark were about the only things that kind of looked shitty in this movie.
Tomb Raider 2 on here.
Did I not? No.
For the most part, it was very watchable, and it is kind of fun. Like
And
there's
I totally didn't put.
there's about half of the movie that's actually pretty decent. Like it's a watchable feature film. I don't think I'm going to watch it again anytime soon necessarily, but I don't rewatch. I've only seen The Godfather twice, so
Why are you talking about that movie right
well,
now?
I'm saying like great movie. I don't watch great movies multiple times very often either, so
I do all the time.
I prefer watching new stuff. But yeah, I agree. I think this is the best. I think this is the best movie that we've watched so far based on a video game, in my honest opinion. So.
Okay, well, we got everyone's rankings as we silently filled this paper out while we were talking.
I totally don't.
Did you catch
remember.
the last time's rankings?
No. So some of these
are based off of fucking
probably have
memory.
changed. I looked
Yeah.
every fucking notebook around me for those goddamn rankings, and I couldn't find them. So some of the rankings may have changed.
Felicia Amigos probably got him.
She probably does.
Yep.
So I have Wing Commander as the worst one. Then it gets a little better with Double Dragon, a little better with Mortal Kombat. In my opinion, a little better with Super Mario Bros. Then Street Fighter was a lot of fun for me. More fun than the other movies were.
Street Fighter was great.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation, a little bit more fun for me. And then Tomb Raider 2, I think is probably the best one. I realized I didn't put Tomb Raider 1 on my list, so that's nice.
Yeah, I forgot Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider. So that was
Okay.
Wait, I don't think
quick
I put Tomb
adjustment.
Raider on mine either.
And then everybody forgets a movie. Oh, what did we watch?
I don't think I forgot
What
a
was
movie.
that movie
either.
we watched? I'm going to put Tomb Raider above Mortal Kombat. Anybody else? Anybody else want to take a look at this
No,
list?
so my least favorite so far is Double D, then Super Mario, Twice his hand.
You don't like double D's?
No. I like double D's. I don't like that double D.
Oh, okay.
The solo breast. It's just weird.
Little
It's a
lumpy.
little lopsided.
Yeah.
Not very firm. Oh God.
You know about that, don't you?
Super Mario, Wing Commander, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Tomb Raider, and then Tomb Raider 2.
As your worst or your best?
So it was worst to best.
Worst to best, okay.
So for myself, at the very bottom, I put Double Dragon. It's a pretty painful movie. I can't remember
People just don't like that double D.
if I disliked Wing Commander more when we did the Wing Commander review, but Wing Commander is pretty shitty too.
Wing
Wing
Commander
I
Commander is
remember
so
funny parts
shitty.
from Double Dragon, but overall it was cringy and painful.
Yeah, I think it was more painful than Wing Commander because Wing Commander was just nothing.
Yeah, it was just a nothing movie.
Purely nothing.
I just
which is
keep
pretty bad.
remembering that spinach scene.
Yeah, that was funny.
Spinach scene is like the only thing that I can remember, other than like a lot of parts where it just rips off Super Mario Bros.
Then in fifth place, I have Super Mario Bros. Fourth place, Mortal Kombat 2. Third, Street Fighter. Second is the original Mortal Kombat. And then my number one pick is Tomb Raider 2 at this time.
Okay, let's see what
Still
mine
like
is.
Mortal Kombat. Still think it's way better than the sequel.
All right, so again, worst Double Dragon
For
seems to be
rating.
consistent. Wing Commander's next. Super Mario Bros. I put Tomb Raider below Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat was a little bit more fun to watch for me. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat 2, and then Tomb Raider 2.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's funny, and I don't think the first Tomb Raider's funny, really, so...
No, it's not.
It's not
Pretty
as
much-
bad.
I'm pretty sure the most
It's-
enjoyable part of
The
Tomb Raider...
side boob.
Yeah, it was the
Oh.
fucking shower scene. So it's like...
The
Of course,
hair whip,
it's
the hair
tasteful
whipping.
side boob, too, so it's nice.
It is classy,
It's
yeah.
not tasteful at all.
It's tasteful side
I think
boob.
it has essence of class.
Yeah. She's a classy lady.
No,
In,
she's
in that
not.
one, she is. In this one, she's
got
less classy.
So yeah, no. Mm-mm. I guess she had more anger issues in this one than she did the first one.
yeah, she acted
The
more
first
like
one,
a lady
she got
in the first one.
The first one, she got. She even put on the dress at the end. What is
Yeah.
this shit?
Oh, that's right.
She regressed.
She was more like a lady in the first one.
She regressed. She's got some things she needs to work out.
You're talking about the
first one-
character, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Lara Croft. I have no idea what I can say about Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
I think we need to address the puss face in the movie. I think she was gonna get it taken care of with Gerard Butler there for a minute, but then she just couldn't.
The
'cause-
puss face.
Yeah, because she
God.
needs it.
God
she
damn
needed
it.
it to fuel
Please.
her through the next 40
If
minutes.
anybody is only listening to this episode for the first time, that's an inside joke. Just listen to all the episodes. It's somewhere
it started
back there.
in the Street Fighter.
yeah, I did.
It's
because
review.
of that,
Oh yeah, it was a Street
Sonya.
Fighter review.
Sonya. I thought about
Do you
that at
wanna
work the other
explain
day.
it?
and I
Sourpuss,
laughed. I
and
laughed
you fucking-
really, really hard when I thought back to you being like, "What the fuck, man?"
Sourpuss.
Yeah, I was thinking like
I
sour.
thought twice that it was the most disgusting derogatory term I had ever heard in my life at that point. And I didn't realize you just fucking couldn't figure out the words.
I couldn't remember, yeah,
sourpuss.
like because like sourpuss is like just you have this, you have this really sour look, like you're just always pissed off, you
She
know.
got a face for fucking. She's a puss face.
Yeah, and no, what I said was,
I was like, Jesus.
no. What I said was she has a puss face and she needs the D. That's what I said, and you were like, "God damn, dude, what the fuck is your problem?" And I was like, "What? It's true," and it kind of was, but like, I wasn't saying like her face needed to be fucked, and that's what Joe thought I was saying. Someone needs to fuck her right in the face.
Fuck the puss face right off of her.
Yeah, someone needs to fuck that puss face right on off. But yeah, no, it's a sourpuss face from not getting laid is what the joke was supposed to be, but it became something much darker.
So yes, now resting bitch face is puss face.
Yeah, it's basically resting bitch face. Is
Puss
all it is. It's puss face.
It still strikes me as horrible.
Yeah, it's a disturbing thought if you think of it
Alright.
like very literally.
See, the thing that Joe was mortified by was your actual intent too. At the same time,
yeah, I
she
was like,
needs
yeah,
the D.
She needs the D to satisfy the puss face. That's the only way. It is known.
Oh my god.
It is known.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Okay.
It was great thinking back on that. Like 2 days ago, I was busting out laughing while I was working.
Okay. I think we're going to be done here.
Yeah.
You can go to nudeclan.net if you want to support us. You can go through our Patreon.
we
link
have a
there.
drawing, but we have to do it next time because I forgot about it until just now. So
Fuck.
we'll get it though.
Okay. We'll get it.
Yeah, Richard Abel will get you your thing.
Cameron, did you bring Persona with you?
Persona. That was
no,
given away
Horizon,
ages
Horizon.
ago. I have not met the guy who has it, so
Oh,
next time he's one of the one of my D&D friends. So
okay.
next time
Cam
we
also
do
needs
D&D.
the D.
He also needs the D and.
The
So the
D&D
double D.
only R&R.
You can tweet me at Joseph DeGolier.
Me at Obsidian Bob.
Me at Nude Clan Cam.
Me at UFF Podcast. Another good way to support us is through the Amazon link. You buy stuff through there. We get a small kickback. If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to our Twitch channel where we play the games for reviews or just for the hell of it. If you have that, you should
That
totally
happens?
use it.
You can also tweet the show at New Clan Podcast. Oh God, it's too late.
Audible trial.
We got to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Audible. You know the shit. All right.
What if it's their first time
Fucking
listening?
talk. Look, they're gonna listen to more.
Oh, are they?
I
would
hope so.
Well, if they were going to click on the Audible link, then theoretically they'd listen to more.
audibletrial.com/Nude Clan is our website.
There
Yeah.
we go.
As I said.
It's great. Like Audible a lot now. It's fun.
Oh yeah, now you've been converted.
Yeah. Well, now that I have
It's just easier to
endless time.
squeeze Audible into your day.
Yeah.
Easy to read that way.
It's easy to listen to old men read to me.
We'll see you next week.
Enjoy the nude.
May the list go on.
Live always in the nude.
That farted. Fuck off.